It's not just Port Talbot, it is 40,000 steel jobs now in England and Wales at stake. And a Prime Minister this morning offering apparently just words. No renationalisation, no detailed strategy, and no money.
We were concerned that there was the chance that there could have been an outright closure of Port Talbot, and that is why we worked very hard with the company to make sure there is a proper sales process, and we'll be doing everything we can to encourage people to come forward. But this is a difficult situation. There's no guarantees of success.
David Cameron doesn't want renationalisation, but then again, nor do the unions, including an official we met just back from Mumbai.
Renationalisation isn't viable going forward. We wouldn't want charities and we wouldn't want handouts.
It's not about that. They did it for the banks. They can do it for you. Short-term measures, see you through the crisis.
Short-term measures, yes, that's a different thing, and I think that's where people are getting mixed up. Yes, we will need short-term support to get us to be sold.
Well, we're not talking about setting up a nationalised company here, as it were, as it was in the old days, but taking the industry on in order to allow time for a new buyer to come forward. Now, the UK government has the resource to do this. We'll put money on the table, but we don't have the resource on our own to do it.
The steam of a complex, perfect storm. Global price slump, high energy levels. This place uses more electricity than Swansea does. Germany cross-subsidises EU anti-pollution laws to protect its industry. The UK doesn't. So Tata bore the full cost of cutting emissions on Furnace 4 here, and then faced a £400,000 hike in the business rate. Then the ultimate absurdity. There is no such thing as a free market in steel. Communist China's subsidised global steel dumping has rigged the entire thing.
The United States of America took one look at that and slapped a 267% tariff wall to protect their steel industry from cheap imports of Chinese cold-rolled steel. And the EU response? Months and months of bickering and acrimony to arrive at a 13% tariff protection for our steel industry. And the British are fighting any increase on that because they say they want to protect their relationship with Beijing.
Steelworker Howell Jones now faces losing his beachfront home along with his job. We joined him, his co-worker Scott and his fiancée Hayley and family for a chat on the beach.
Got 20 miles that way, you've got Trustra, but if we go, Trustra go.
That's another steel factory.
You've got 40 miles that way, you've got Llanwern.
Yep,
if we
another
go,
plant.
Llanwern go.
And as far as
well, this is 40
so where do we go
in
then
England
to work?
as well as Wales.
Yeah. So where do we go then to work?
As far as jobs outside the steel
At
industry,
least 50 miles in any direction then to get work, can't you?
Obviously, we've got energy costs in Britain. We're paying a lot more than anywhere else in Europe. Business rates, we're paying a lot more, so I think we need help with them off the government. And obviously, procurement, I know deals have gone abroad where we should be using British steel, so I think if we're not helping ourselves a lot, I think, with the government.
British Steel is a big, massive part of Port Talbot. It's the heart of Port Talbot, and you've got to keep bringing in the steel. So as for the government, they got to step in, they got to really take drastic action.
Howell's lesson from this disaster? We need to get out of Europe.
I honestly believe we need to come out of the EU, and become our own country once again,
Oh, so you think it's an EU problem?
Definitely. We can't make our own decisions, can we,
Just a few miles from that beach this week, 3,000 have been queuing for 750 new jobs at Aston Martin. Demand 4 times supply, and that is with the steelworks still open.